Hello and welcome once again to the workshop. I've actually spent the whole weekend tidying up, but you can't tell the difference. But I thought I'd give you a little tour of this side of the workshop and talk about a few projects that I've been involved with over the last few years. Big pointy stick, let's go. So what have we got? First one would be this one here. This is when I started developing my own telephone network, and as you can see, if you zoom in, I guess, these are the various options that the telephone system can offer. So we set up a means to offer free calls and free mailbox facilities for people. So the idea was we'd recommission old obsolete BT payphones and then repurpose them, allowing people who don't have access to smartphones or computers the ability to at least make free phone calls and offer mailbox facilities. There was an AI operator. You could dial 4 for the operator. This was before the AI boom, basically, which I thought I'm still quite proud of. And then we went off on a huge tangent. There is option 5 for dial-a-disc. You could actually phone other payphones as well. So if you wanted to chat with a random stranger, the system would select a random payphone number anywhere in the country, dial it, and you could have a chat if anybody answered. You could also have like a local Salisbury guide. So this was just purely for telephone boxes in Salisbury, but we could reconfigure it for any place really. And finally, we had Bob Ross giving some words of wisdom there. And the last option was the mighty Zoltar. Okay, now Zoltar was a cabinet just over here, just out of shot here. He's still there. He's a little bit tired, a little bit worn out, but still works. You could actually phone him and he would give you a prediction. He would grant you a wish, or maybe not. Don't know. But you always be careful what you wish for. Interesting enough, the BBC came and visited this very workshop. They were basically stood where you are now and filmed me talking about this, because we could scale this up. We could scale this up and actually do some really good work with this project. But it never happened. It sort of fell at the funding stage, which was really disappointing. But that's how I've got a lot of old telephones, including my BT payphone, which is just over there. And that's how I came to acquire that. So yeah, my own telephone network. I'm quite proud of that. Very proud of it, in fact. Okay, what else have we got? We have over here, we have this poster here, Number Station. Now, Number Station was a game that I developed for a Serious Games challenge. Serious gaming is learning through gamification, to put it a better way. And my game was all about teaching you the fundamentals of amateur radio, and it actually did really well. So in 2023 it actually won an award, and Number Station, I'm quite proud of that. It was a bit shoddy though. I'm proud but a bit embarrassed about it at the same time, because we only had a short time to develop the games. It was quite a rush job, but made it and won. So yeah, still blown away by it. Never developed it any further. Just moved on, basically. What else do we have? Let's see what else we got over here. Here we have my pedestrian crossing push button. This thing weighs a ton. An absolute ton. But it's a cool thing to have. And I see a few of these dotted around. And what I did here, I converted it into a game of Crossy Road. I think the idea was to probably install it somewhere in a public place, so where people think they're crossing a road and pressing a button, they actually can play a game of Crossy Road. It still works. It's still playing Crossy Road, but I haven't actually installed it anywhere yet. So keep your eyes peeled if you're in the area, because you never know when you might see a hacked pedestrian crossing push button game of Crossy Road. Here is my Squirrel Falls cabinet. Squirrel Falls was a game I developed shortly after Number Station, actually. And Squirrel Falls was all about getting round and learning the limitations of game design for the Game Boy. So I entered a game jam competition, and Squirrel Falls was the result. It's sort of a weird Pokemon-esque game where you walk around this village, being a delivery person. So you're delivering these packages in this quaint little woodland village, but you soon realise there's a more sinister side, and the story takes a very dark twist indeed. It's sort of I'm happy to report a lot of people appreciate my dark sense of humour with that one, and it actually got published. A publisher approached me. We actually got it published, and it's available to buy on Gameboy cartridge if you hunt for it online, which is pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Again, very proud of that one. Came to hate it after a little while because when you're developing a game, all the fun stuff happens at the very start, but the most difficult bit about game design is actually trying to bug fix and get your project over the line. You could say the same thing for all these projects that are hanging on the wall and dotted around. The hardest bit is completing them, and I would urge you, no matter how awful you think the project is, finish it. Getting it across that finishing line really counts for a lot, and trust me, good or bad, you will have learned a huge amount through completing a project from start to finish. Okay, I won't keep you much longer. What else have we got here? We have the Blockbuster. Now the Blockbuster I needed a project based around physical media, because I am getting pretty fed up of subscribing to all these services and not actually owning a thing. It's very expensive not to own anything, isn't it, these days? So I thought it'd be a really good idea to maybe like walk into CEX one day and just buy all the DVDs. And I thought if I did that, I probably need somewhere to house them. So my Blockbuster cabinet case here was like a prototype for an idea. Why is it a prototype for an idea? The idea was, if I bought all CEX's DVDs, there'll be a lot of films that I haven't heard of. So I would take one out, I would push this button here, and a little face of Zoltar. Bear in mind, big Zoltar is just here. Here's Zoltar's little brother. Zoltar would appear here in the screen, ponder for a while on your choice of DVD, and then it would move this little arrow to the yes or no to advise whether you should watch it or not. It still works. I never scaled it up. I never bought all those DVDs from CEX, but I still think it's a good idea. Anyway, I'd also recommend waving a big pointy stick around. It's great. You can point at stuff, all sorts, and you can pose with it like this and look really cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want more tales from the workshop, then just let me know. But in the meantime,